I am your friend, Dr. Charles Apoki. It is 1:45 a.m. I had to get out of bed to do this video. Jimmy Carter, the former US president, died on Sunday at the age of 100. He was the oldest living former US president. He was married for 75 years to Rosalind Carter. That means they were the oldest married couple documented in US history. He was a Democrat, and most importantly, he was a Baptist Sunday school teacher that resided in Plains in Georgia. He was a peanut farmer and a carpenter. In fact, one of the most intriguing things that kept me going was when I started teaching in the Sunday school many years back. That was, I think, 1990. That's 34 years back. I heard the story of Jimmy Carter. After having won the presidency, his pastor was wondering whether Jimmy Carter would come and teach his Sunday school class. And on Sunday, as I was told, Jimmy Carter still came and taught his Sunday school class in the Baptist Church, Maranatha Baptist Church in Plains, Georgia, in America. And Jimmy Carter continued teaching in Sunday school even after vacating the seat of the American presidency. The highest office that any person can attain in the world, if I'm not exaggerating. But he was still a Sunday school teacher. That thing helped me. He did not contest for authority or position with his pastors who are usually younger than him. As at 2018, when he was 94, he was still teaching Sunday school. And his pastor was maybe his grandson's age mate. And from the last time I read, he lived in a 2-bedroom apartment with his wife, Rosalind. And they would usually walk to church, accompanied by Secret Service agents. In one of the accounts that I read, people traveled from all over the world, as far as Japan, to wait. Some of them slept overnight. Some came so early as 4 a.m. for a 10 a.m. church service. They slept in their cars waiting to hear Jimmy Carter, a Sunday school teacher. There is an epitaph in Manila, Philippines. They wrote the names of those who did very well. I think it's in the Clark base, air base in Manila, Philippines. They wrote the names of those who excelled. They wrote the names of generals. Then at the bottom, they wrote the name of warrant officer, so. He was the chief water fetcher. He did so well fetching water that his name was in the same place with those of generals. It is not what you do. It is the mindset with which you do it. It is the commitment that you put into it. We in Nigeria here, particularly in ministry, is this aggrandizement, including this yeye boy here. aggrandizement. But Jimmy Carter was such a humble man. In that 2018 account, the person said that the daughter, he became a ministry on his own. His daughter and some other people were there to usher in, direct people to park cars and to inform people what they should do, what they should not do. If you move too close to him, Secret Service can just swarm on you like that. But that he did not like people standing up to clap for him, that he would not want that. So he sneaked into the hall and sat somewhere. It was when the pastor noticed that people were gazing in a certain direction that he knew that Jimmy Carter had come in. And Jimmy Carter taught them. You see, I am humbled. He is a model that I copied to a large extent, but my gra nature, the craziness in me, cannot make me as calm as he was. Jimmy Carter, the offering trays, as a carpenter, he made some of them, and his initials are beneath the offering trays. A former president. The cross, the wooden cross, he made it. A former president, a Sunday school teacher. And one of the things that he did that also influenced my life was that he started coming to battle guinea worm in Abakaliki and all kinds of diseases. That stimulated me when I was much younger as a medical doctor to start taking care of motherless babies home, children in the remand home, prisoners. I was scrubbing toilets in the remand home and taking care of lepers in Ikorotoiwo and the SDA motherless babies home. We go and do medical outreaches in Ahabi, Maine, and all kinds of things. That prompted my going to places like Ethiopia, going to as far as Matahara in Ethiopia, going to Madagascar, going to Antananarivo, then to Morandova, to Liberia, through by road from Sierra Leone. That stimulus that I got from Jimmy Carter, my admiration for him, mattered so much to me. And that was why I had to get up from bed to do this video. I want to thank God for his life. After some time, he became an election monitor in different countries to strengthen democracy. You can serve God no matter how high you have gone. You can come down to serve God, and people will appreciate you. You don't need to be a general overseer before people will value you. I did a video before now that I had to give out the church that I started. It's still in my school premises. They use our facility. And instead of being general overseer, I became general underseer. I taught my pastor, I taught him in the Bible school. But recently when he wanted to go and preach, I was his driver. I was my bishop's driver, Bishop B.C. Edohasim. As a medical doctor, I imported the car I was driving him in. So let's learn to serve God in humility. Let's learn to find our place in society and remain in that place and excel in it until God promotes us. The other thing is that a former American president living in a 2-bedroom house, and I watched videos from Liberia to Mobutu Sese Seko, palaces that these stupid, idiotic African politicians built with so much money that are now overgrown with weeds. I don't know if Jimmy Carter has a foundation, but he definitely will have a library, a big library, and other things that he did. The African politician, his own is to steal, intimidate, oppress, do that. I thank God for the life of Jimmy Carter. I thank God for the life of his wife, who go and meet her after 75 years of marriage. And I thank God for his resilience. It was during his time that the Iranians kidnapped, held some Americans hostage for 444 days, if my mind is still working well. And he attempted a rescue operation, and the helicopters had an issue in the desert. But they eventually were released. Jimmy Carter lived a good life, had a good marriage. I believe he had wonderful children, and he was a good president. American politics, you never can tell. But I salute Jimmy Carter. This tribute is for Jimmy Carter. I'm getting emotional. I'm your friend, Dr. Charles Apoki. Make a mark, make a meaning, create momentum for people before you talk about making money. This life. God bless you. Remember, I have a webinar coming up on the 10th and on the 11th of January. Send a message to +234 80 21 21 92 62 to register. Register before the end of December. God bless you. We have properties for sale. To contact the same number +234 80 21 21 92 62. God bless you.